I'd never seen myself naked before, not like this, and neither had my husband. In the photo he took, I am 10 months pregnant, days away from giving birth to our first child. I sit naked and cross-legged on our back porch floor. My ripening breasts hang over my mountain of belly, and my chin bows down toward the drift of majestic overhang I have grown. My face vanishes in the dark slot canyon of my black hair. One areola shines straight forward, a massive brown radial on my breast, while the other one is obscured under falls of my loose curls. My right hand rests on my knee, while my left disappears under the shadow of my belly, fading into pubic hair. Behind me, the eastern morning light lands on our backyard's twisted huckleberry branches. Before me, shadows. Grounded and solid, I look like a warrior readying for battle, but instead of holding a sword, I cradle my belly. Instead of armor, I am naked. It was the first time I had asked Lloyd to take nude photos of me. I hardly ever let him see me fully naked. When I undressed for bed, I turned toward the closet as I unstrapped my bra, or I emerged from the bathroom already wrapped in my nightgown. I hadn't always been like this. My freshman year of college, I posed for a local artist who painted on my bare skin with a geometry of seafoam green and then photographed me. Collarbones, breasts, ribcage, mermaid hair. 2 of those photos were even framed on our bedroom wall. But in the 11 years since, my body had shied back into itself, not for modesty, but for self-containment. Now I wanted to be seen again and wasn't afraid to be seen, every dimpled and curved inch of me highlighted by natural light. My pregnant belly emboldened me. Stretched to the limits of my skin to carry the next generation, I shapeshifted. "Can the neighbors see me?" I asked Lloyd before I shed my covering. Our back porch is elevated several feet off the ground, and from that perch I could see the backyards of the 3 adjacent houses over our wooden fence. "Yes, I think so," he said, turning his head north to south, his focused eyes scanning the properties as if he were taking in a vista view. It didn't stop me. I lowered myself onto my hands and knees, and then leaned back onto my heels, pulling my nightgown over my head. My first son was not born from my vagina. He was born from a 6-inch incision above my pubic bone. The doctor dropped my placenta in a bin that said medical waste, and 2 days later, Lloyd drove us home while a summer thunderstorm gathered above us. At my 6-week postpartum checkup after the C-section, an assertive young nurse that bounced with forward momentum walked me to the hallway checkpoint where we always stopped for blood pressure, temperature, and weight. I shuffled behind her, my belly still a landslide that I felt could drop off if I moved too quickly. "Are you having any postpartum?" she asked while I stepped on the scale, barely looking at me while she flipped through papers in a manila folder. "Postpartum?" I asked. By definition, wasn't my whole existence now postpartum?